Let me know when you.
I'm recording now.
Alright.
Okay. So, welcome to Skillet Podcast. We're doing a game today. We have a wheel of game genres.
Yep.
We will be spinning it maybe once, maybe twice, maybe even thrice, and coming up with a game with the acquired genre.
Yeah, so spin the wheel, whatever genre lands on, we all have to come up with a... Basically, we all have to make a game based off that genre, basically.
When we say make, it is not we are going to actually make one. Or that would take
we're
forever.
just kind of come out with the concept of it.
Okay, so,
So I guess we'll call this game That Genre.
Sure, good enough.
Good enough. Alright. So spin the wheel of genres.
Who will be going first?
Well, we're all gonna make one based off the genre.
Okay.
FPS.
God, wait.
Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
Now,
sci-fi.
Here's the thing. Do we want to just start off with one, and then, like, in next round, we move up to, like,
I say
two?
I think it's more interesting if we do two genres, and then we have to make, like, a clever combination.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll do that. Sorry.
So we
sci-fi and...
A sci-fi...
And... I just let out sci-fi again, and...
Fighting.
Maybe
FPS.
FPS.
Shooter.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, that could work. That could work.
It'd be like
Alright.
Halo or something.
So basically, we'll think of a game. We'll try to all make up one, and then we just get together and we just kind of talk.
So sci-fi FPS.
Yeah.
Sci-fi.
So basically, I would say is just get like a title, description of what the game basically is, like what you're kind of doing in the game, and then kind of like a kind of background to it, I guess. Kind of that's if there is kind of like a story.
I'm not good at this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Well, just figure out a game and just kind of like just talk about what it is, basically. Let me think of a couple ones.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think I got a pretty good idea for one.
All right.
I think I got one.
Yeah.
Still trying to think.
What would be considered sci-fi? Just kind of like, I guess it's mostly just kind of
future.
Like futuristic stuff. Okay,
Future.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. So we're gonna leave that stuff up on the wheel. We're not gonna remove it.
Yeah.
Because we can use those for other ones. You got one, Hudson? Or are you still thinking?
I think I might have one, but it might be pretty bad.
I've got the sci-fi part. I just can't figure out how to put a first-person shooter
Like
into it.
first-person shooter.
I know a pretty good way to do that.
Halo.
Yeah, guys. All right, I made this brilliant idea. I'm gonna call it Halo. Never heard of it before.
Never heard of it before. It's just a strange coincidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, who will like to start with theirs?
I guess I'll start with mine.
Okay.
Alright, so basically with my game, I couldn't figure out the title, but basically what the game is basically you play as this kind of like space cowboy bounty hunter. And basically your whole job is you can go around to you can travel through space, you can go through different planets, you can get different jobs to like go and like hunt rather creatures where you go kill people, basically. You can basically after you've killed an enemy and after you kind of like eliminate the thing was wanted and you get your bounty, you get a reward. The more you collect of rewards, the more you can put that into like maybe upgrading, maybe tools or upgrading your ship.
Nice. Okay.
So you basically fight just a bunch of creatures or a bunch of different aliens. I think it'd be pretty cool.
Okay. I'll go next.
Uh,
So my game's name is Alien with Guns. You are an alien that explores different planets, and what you're trying to do is become the strongest alien out there. So you kill things, you get their parts. It's basically like Spore, but you got a gun, kind of like that. And then like you get to explore different planets, evolve to the climate. Like you gotta make sure that you are resistant to all.
All right,
and that's
cool.
it. Yeah.
All right. It was go next. So Jack or Hudson.
I still don't have like a first-person shooter part.
Do you want me to?
But I can
Hudson,
say...
go then.
Yeah. Okay.
I just say the sci-fi part.
I couldn't really think of a title either.
Yeah,
mine is you play as a character. Basically, life's not going too well for him. Bankrupt, homeless. So he's sneaking into this facility, and he accidentally travels to the future, and everything just seems pretty chaotic. So he's trying to,
prevent the future.
Yeah, he's trying to prevent the future. So he's trying to go to the future and then back to his present, and he's
stupid bug,
and he's interacting with his future self on accident. Well, not yet, but just might actually
some point in the game.
Some point in the game.
Okay.
And
yeah, that would be pretty.
First-person shooter. I'm thinking like maybe, like as soon as he goes to the future, there's just these monsters.
Yeah.
Maybe aliens.
I think.
And so he just starts trying to fight them to prevent any apocalyptic future.
Okay, I think that's like a good idea. I feel like a cool idea for your husband that you can maybe do is basically like your character that you made. You can basically he finds like a device that transports him to the future and all that stuff, and basically he kind of like is able to travel from the present to the future to kind of see if stuff has changed, kind of,
and he
can based on the decisions he's made
from
his future self.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good. Jack,
you got anything?
So, sort of for the sci-fi part, I was thinking like
let me fix buildings.
This YouTuber I watch does a lot of like talks. He talks about sci-fi books a bunch, and so I've been really interested in his Three Body Problem series, which is where like the universe is basically it's like all the alien races are hostile because at any moment anyone could become stronger than them. So the second they know you're there, they kill you on the spot. But I couldn't get a FPS part because they're like all the aliens are extremely overpowered. Like,
well, maybe an idea you can do for yours, Jack, that kind of involve the first-person shooter thing is maybe there's like different tier of planets. Like one planet is like a lower kind of tier. And if you go and kill that kind of planet, similar planets to those kind of lower tiers, you evolve like up to a higher tier, and you can go off into different planets. Maybe just add like a character who has like some kind of like cybernetic gun or something. Then you basically got a first-person shooter.
So I guess out of all of the games, who would you most likely to play?
I like Hudson's idea.
I like Hudson's too.
Yeah,
Hudson was pretty good.
Hudson's pretty good.
I like Davis's idea, the cowboy.
Yeah, the space cowboy.
In my head, I'm thinking more of like online PvP, even if that's not probably what.
But that could be a part of it. But that would be pretty cool.
Like
to be honest, I just thought of the most generic.
It could be
thing
like
for
No
mine.
Man's Sky, where it's mostly PvE, but there's a chance to encounter other people.
Yeah, most of these are going to mostly likely be like kind of ideas people have already kind of had.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Okay, let's spin that.
I want to be honest. When it said FPS, I also thought it was kind of a different. I thought it was something different, but
frames per second.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Shoot.
Sci-fi frames per second, 1,000.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. What do we get?
First one is.
We get
strategy.
Okay, so basically just kind of like forming a strategy, I guess.
Strategy type thing.
And strategy and.
Is it gonna?
Yes.
Okay, this is
all right.
All right, so. Okay, I think I got a good one for this one.
All I'm gonna say is not FPS chess.
I might.
That's like the first thing I thought of. I was like,
I got a pretty good one.
I might have a good one.
I think I have a good idea.
Yeah, man, I got a great one.
Yeah, go. All right, we all got one.
Sure. You want to go?
All right, who wants to go? All right, you want me to go first again?
Sure.
Okay, so my idea is basically like you play as like a very skillful assassin that is like that's known for to be able to kill any opponent in the room with one bullet. Basically, the whole thing in the game is basically you're in some room, it's a bunch of bad guys, and literally you have to try to do is to get the gun at a right angle to kill everyone in the room with one bullet. It's like the mobile game. Kind of.
Mr. Bullet?
Is that what it's called?
I think so, but he has multiple bullets.
And I guess for a name for this, I guess I'll title it One Shot.
Oh my gosh, it's like that other game named One Shot.
It's like the funny puzzle game.
Okay, Jack.
Alright. So I was thinking like tabs.
Yeah.
So like imagine like you start the battle, it's like a tab sort of layout where you can prepare your team players, and then you see the opponent's team. And then so you prepare your team and then you have a captain.
Yeah.
So then whenever you start the battle, you take control of the captain. It's like a forced you forcibly take control of the captain. So you gotta take like strategic placement for your troops. But then you also can't die. Because if you die, you just lose the battle instantly.
Yeah.
Okay. Hudson, you can go next.
That's pretty good.
I was trying to think of what I could do with first-person shooter.
Yeah.
What I was thinking was, for strategy, I'm thinking, let's say you're trying to hit a target from a far distance. However, you can't get to it just by shooting straight at it.
Yeah.
You'd have to ricochet it off of any type of wall.
Okay.
And
so
I'm thinking...
Go ahead.
Like I couldn't...
But yeah, your idea is kind of like it's kind of like similar to mine, kind of. But it's like, but mine's more. It's like try to hit multiple targets.
Yeah, and it's like your accuracy would be based on how many attempts it takes to actually get it around the bullseye, like the yellow area or just the bullseye.
Okay,
that could be cool. Imagine if it was like procedurally generated, so you don't just like learn where to aim for other maps.
Yeah.
So every map you have to actually like think about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Andrew?
So hear me out here. FPS checkers. Okay, but here's the thing. If you want to double capture, you have to fight them both. And if you lose on either one of them, you don't do it and you die.
Just with guns.
Okay.
So
that's just the sequel.
Yeah. It's just based it's FPS chess.
But checkers.
The sequel.
But checkers. I do like your idea, Jack. Like the idea of you just kind of being in the kind of position of a captain.
Yeah.
And you're able to choose like a battlefield and go up against like possibly like other players and just kind of just try to like plan all of your attacks and all that. I think that's a really good idea. I can see that being like a real game.
And then you can always add more depth by having it say like wait 30 seconds and then spawn these troops in or something.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So we all choose Jacks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
I do. But who does Jack choose? Since you can't
I choose
vote
myself.
No, you can't
I
vote for
can't
yourself.
vote for myself?
Nah.
I like Davis.
Okay.
Alright.
He's gay?
Another
What?
What? No, I am not gay. Alright. Wheel.
Okay.
Hopefully not. If it lands on FPS, okay, I'm just gonna change it.
Or shooter.
Puzzle?
Okay.
Alright.
That could be pretty good.
It's got potential. This would be funny, like a stealth puzzle game.
Puzzle and I do a lot of first shooter again.
So
and
strategy.
Okay, so those are kind of the same things.
Yeah, that's kind of overlap.
Do we want to do another spin?
Let's reroll strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, reroll strategy.
And if it lands on FPS,
if we get the same things like 2 times in a row, Or we could
funny.
also
funny. Okay. Yo, I had an exact idea for this.
Earlier. I think I just came up with a good one.
Okay. I got a really good idea.
I need to think.
I just came up with a funny idea.
Can you say it while we're still thinking, or do we?
Give us. Okay.
You guys can talk about yours while we still think.
Okay, Jake, I'll let you go first this time. Since you maybe got one. Go ahead.
All right. So it's a puzzle game, but all of the puzzles are you have to figure out what popular meme culture, culture it's referencing, and then that will somehow hint you towards the answer of the puzzle.
Okay.
So give us an example. I want an example of
what's that recent meme? I don't really actually know.
I guess Titanic
the Grimace
Submarine.
Milkshake.
Okay.
The Grimace Milkshake. Here we go.
Oh god.
You'll see a purple, a little purple milkshake, and then you think back to the meme, and then you know that the meme is basically they drink the milkshake and then they die. So then you know the answer is probably something related to dying.
Some stupid meme. But
it could be I don't like it.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't understand it.
Yeah, I mean,
but I don't. What kind of puzzle would it be? I guess it could be maybe you have to act out solution.
Anyway.
I don't know how that'd be better for a VR.
I thought the idea you were going for was it was basically it was an actual puzzle, but you had to figure out what the image was first. You had to get the puzzle piece, look at it, and try to figure out what it is. I thought that was kind of the right you're going. All right, my idea. I just thought this would be funny, but a clown detective.
Okay.
Basically the plot is that you're basically someone in the circus dies, and basically the only person they could hire was just this clown. And basically it's kind of like Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. Just imagine that movie, but if he was a clown.
Ace Ventura: Clown Detective.
Is this a realistic detective, or is it
it's kind of just
Sherlock Holmes detective?
Kind of both. Where it's kind of like Sherlock Holmes detective.
It'd be funnier if it was a really bad detective.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of the point. Is that you're a really shitty detective. You're when you try to stuff around a place, it's just his clown shoes constantly go off. And it was if you're in a situation where you're fighting someone, you just have to use clown moves to fight them.
You just throw a pie at their face.
Exactly. I feel it'd be pretty funny to have that.
The counter is just the little flower that spits out water.
Yeah. I always when I thought of puzzle, I always just thought maybe something detective and then it was funny. I was I gotta think something. For some reason, immediately in my mind was just clown detective.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. So the name of mine is Seriously Silly. So it's a silly puzzle game, but the actual story is really serious.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
So it's
I get what you're going for.
So it'll be man, I need to figure out who was the murderer of my wife. Yeah. And then it's but it's I gotta do it upside down, and it's I'm in a circus, and it's oh my gosh, I have to look at the clown's wig, and then the address on there, it will bring me to this thing. So it's just you have all these serious things actually happening, and then every puzzle is just something really stupid and silly.
What if all the characters were extremely serious, but the environments they were in were just silly, not at all serious?
I think I've heard of a game where a movie similar to that, but yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Just it's the whole story and just the characters are just completely serious, but everything else is just stupid. It's just stupid and funny.
I got my car repossessed on Friday.
You just be talking to someone, and then just in the background, just a car just comes out, just crashes, just randomly.
It's you gotta figure out what.
It's the funny cutscene glitches where just the character is in GTA where the character's having a cutscene, but then one of the characters get fucking punched by someone, an NPC.
Imagine a super serious dialogue. But then all the like background NPCs that you can slightly hear are talking about the most just ridiculous things.
Yeah.
No,
like they're talking about my wife was murdered last night, and all the background NPCs are like, have you seen? Oh, actually, never mind. I can't come up with something.
No, it's like there's a flashback, and it's like this bank robbery, but it's like instead of everybody getting on the ground, they just start doing the Gangnam Style.
it's like one person. It's like the police come in, and the mugger's like, it's just like has like Hans is like, don't shoot. It's like getting close to our shooter, and his gun is just a banana. Like that's literally the whole thing.
Yep. Okay, so
that's it. What's yours?
Okay, mine is actually not that good.
Yeah, just
it don't have to be.
Alright.
It doesn't have to be good, just go with it.
My whole thing for it is like, you're stuck in a board game, the game would be a board game. And every space, literally anything bad can happen every time you land on a space.
So the game of life?
So you're trying, well, yeah, sort of like that. You're trying to control your character to get out of the board game. However, every time, let's just say your character has 3 lives, and it's something brutally bad like injury, car crash, then it'll reset. And you're trying to adapt to that and try to figure out how you can get out of that and not lose a life.
Okay.
I didn't really think as far as like what to do to get out of the board game.
Yeah, that's alright.
Wait, so basically, you get in some kind of situation and you gotta like figure out how to get out of it. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's kind of
Or just try to adapt to your surroundings.
Okay.
So who is the winner of this round?
I like Andrews.
I like Hudson's.
I like Andrews a lot. I really like Andrews. Just the idea of it is just real funny.
Okay, so how many votes for?
Imagine like a John Wick dialogue, but then
I think it's
there's like a clown car combined in the background.
I think it's 3, 4. No, I think it's.
Wait. Okay, Davis, who do you vote for?
I voted you.
Hudson, who do you vote for?
You.
Jack, who do you vote for?
Hudson.
Okay, I'm trying to remember. I like Davis's clown thing.
Yeah, clown detective.
Okay,
yeah.
So I guess
I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking about like. I thought you were just talking about like in general, like who hasn't made points.
No.
So
that means that Hudson has the first win with the sci-fi FPS. Jack has the second win with the strategy FPS.
Yeah.
Put that down somewhere.
Yeah, I have it written down. And then for the puzzle funny, I win with seriously silly.
Yeah. I thought my one for sci-fi first-person shooter.
What was Hudson's again?
Mine was.
Oh no, his was the time travel thing.
Yeah, mine was.
And we all just said that we liked it. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, so he did win that one. Then I think I think Jack won the second one.
Yeah, Jack won the second one with his commanding thing.
And the third one, and the third one was yours, Andrew.
Okay, so spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel. All right.
First top.
All right, so we got.
I swear.
Okay. Survival.
Wait.
Yeah, survival.
All right, survival.
Survival and.
FPS.
Sci-fi.
Wait. Yeah, sci-fi.
Do we want to spin again, or we'll stick with that?
I mean, we can go with that. That's like No Man's Sky, stuff like that.
Alright, I think I could probably get a pretty good one.
You might get a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Survival.
Okay, I got a good one.
I think I might have one.
So again, I want you all to know with your ideas, it can be based off it can be based off something that already kind of exists. It can't be like a game that already exists, but it can be based off like a popular like character franchise and that kind of stuff. Okay, I got one.
Yeah.
I guess talk about what you guys try to figure it out.
Sure.
Okay, so my idea of kind of for one, is basically the Terminator franchise, but it's not based off like what like the Terminator going back to the past. I'm thinking more what's actually set in like that apocalyptic future. You play as one of the kind of surviving soldiers in the war against the robots, the Terminators, and basically the story is you and your team gets attacked. You're probably the last survivor, and your whole kind of goal is trying to get back to your team, trying to get back with the team with the point information that you had gathered, and the whole time you're trying to survive, avoid robots, kill robots. Basically, that's basically the whole thing. You can use different. You can find different tools to help you. You can use different vehicles and all that kind of stuff.
All right, I got one.
All right, go ahead, Jack.
So it's like a. All right, so the whole game takes place in over a week, where an alien civilization is attacking Earth, and then so it's like a stealth survival game, and since you play as an average person, so you have no access to any weapons, you can't fight back, so you're just surviving. You're trying to survive that week, and then you have to avoid all combat.
Okay, you could probably
you could probably get like a parkour game too.
If it's kind of like an alien. Alien abduction kind of like a whole thing, like aliens taking over the Earth kind of thing. I think it would be able to access guns and stuff, but I get what you mean.
I agree with that, but there are a lot of games like that. I feel like this would be nice and unique.
I feel like
they could go into it could delve deep into the stealth game.
Yeah, I guess that could work. Yeah,
you could get
and you can just basically get But but I feel like a cool thing you can do is just while you're at this play, you can get different stuff and use it to your advantage of distracting them and all that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. You don't find alien weapons. You find alien things you can use as stealth devices. So short cloaks.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Man, you didn't put dating sim on the wheel. You didn't put visual novel.
I was planning on doing a visual novel, but I don't know why I didn't. I don't know why.
You should have put visual novel.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah.
So my game's name is Cave Game Future. It is literally
give it a title.
It is literally just you can only live in the caves of planets and air bubbles because all the air is toxic. So you have to get more air, and you can only be in the caves. And you go too far down, you die of heat. You go to the surface, you get poisoned and die.
Actually, I gotta actually have one that could actually improve your idea, Andrew. Actually,
yeah,
it's I like an idea for with yours. I feel like a cool idea for that one would be you're basically the Earth is like you said, the planet is basically now has toxic air, and basically now current money does not exist. But now the only new form of currency is actual air. And I like your idea of going down to caves, trying to find actual clean air, and you're able to sell it and that kind of stuff, or you use it for yourself.
Yeah,
so that could be pretty cool.
Okay.
Cool one.
So Hudson,
that's what you got.
So I'm thinking of. So there's a scientist, and he's thinking of a brand new formula to, perform surgery on everyone to put this chip in their head, which is supposed to improve both physical performance, academic performance, and just overall performance. However, something goes wrong, goes haywire, and all of a sudden they're trying to use those performance enhancers for their own gain and try to destroy the world.
Is it a mind control?
I'm guessing it's like that.
In a way. And let's say there's maybe 10 people who wanted to subject themselves to this experiment to see if their performance is enhanced. And you're one of the scientists who actually holds on to an antidote. However, as more and more people are going haywire and being forced to have this AI chip in their head, you don't really have much of an antidote left for all of them. So as you're trying to survive and fight your way through,
you're trying to like figure out
other survivors.
You're trying to figure like how to like rather to increase the antidote, to make more of the antidote, or to like figure out how to distribute it. I guess that's I don't know if that's the word. He muted himself. Alright.
Yeah.
So I like Jack's idea. I like the idea of like an alien survival game where you don't actually fight aliens. You just try to like actually survive, like try to hide from them and stuff. I like that idea.
If we were in an alien survival situation, I would not fight back.
Yeah,
I would run.
I feel like the cool idea would just be like it's like with the main character of that game would just be he just mostly hides in a bunker. The times he kind of gets low on supplies, he has to go out and actually find like actual materials and stuff while trying to avoid aliens.
Maybe be more like over a longer time span than a week, and like the play session will be you going out for a day to go get supplies.
Yeah, it would be cool to be like it's like every time he goes out, it's like the world around him like is like gets more and more decrepit every time they go out.
And then like sometimes when you go out, there's a chance that it's actively being bombarded. Or maybe it's just nothing's going on there that day.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool for a concept. Right. So I guess Jack wins this round as well.
Yeah.
All right, Jack. Which game do you like out of the three of us?
I like Andrew's.
Yeah. This was pretty interesting to kind of like just kind of go into the cave and just trying to like breathe in like normal air. And not
to be honest, the only reason I literally only chose cave game because Minecraft.
Yeah, true.
Since
I looked at the genres, literally first environment there was like a Minecraft like picture on it. Alright. New genre. Alright, so we have sci-fi and that.
Okay, we're spinning.
Let's respin.
Yeah,
we're running out of sci-fi.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fighting.
Okay. This could be good.
Okay. And
fighting and let us see.
Multiplayer. Ooh.
Multiplayer.
Ooh, this is interesting.
This be a good one.
Isn't this just like most fighting games though?
Isn't this just most games?
I guess. Ooh, I think I got a good one. Alright, I guess I'll go first as I already got an idea. Okay. So the idea with this one is basically you can do kind of like a 1v1 or you can get multiple people. The thing is when you have multiple people, alright, there's two ideas I have for this. One that can be is it's like each person in your group has to have certain weaponry from like a certain time. Like one person will have futuristic, one person will have like Western, one person will have like modern, and some will have like old pirate stuff. Or the other idea is like you can choose which specific like time you be in the kind of fighting. So you'll basically have like a map based off a specific time you choose, and you choose weapons based off a time you can choose. And basically, you just kind of like fight each other. You can find weapons around the map, or you can just have set weapons. And I think that'd be pretty cool of an idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Just kind of like how this kind of, I wouldn't say time travel, but it's kind of just like each person kind of just like using different items from different time.
What if it was like wait, let me add on to Davis's.
Yeah, you can.
What if it's like every stage? So like you start out a fight, you're in like the Stone Age. So then both of y'all fight with like Stone Age. You pick out like a Stone Age weapon.
Yeah.
And then after that, y'all move up in time, or like move forward. So then you pick out like a Bronze Age weapon and just keep going up.
Yeah, I guess you could do that as well. Where it's kind of I guess that could work. It's basically you're always going to start off like in Stone Age, and you kind of keep working up to like when you get like the futuristic basically. And that's kind of like the kind of end game. Then you kind of just go back you can do with other people and that kind of stuff with other, and you can all just choose different weaponry from different time periods and that stuff.
Okay.
All right.
Next person.
For mine, it's more boxing focused, but has a story.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Still fighting.
All right. So basically, you're like this guy. You complete an exhibition match, and you're in a boxing tournament. However, instead of just you controlling it, why not have two people control the same person? For example, one person could control the left arm, one person could control the right arm.
Yeah, I've seen those kind of games. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking of that, but
it'd be pretty cool if you're able to do is just kind of like maybe you can do is just like have like you can like maybe like for if you only have like two people, you can only choose like the arms and the one arm and another arm. But if you have multiple people, you can choose to do like multiple body parts, like one for the left right arm, one for the left leg or right leg, and one for like the head and stuff.
Yeah.
Before we continue, Andrew, make sure you're actually recording.
Yes, I'm recording. 35 minutes.
Like, my focus is like just make it a story mode game and not online because there's not always gonna be a moment where there's gonna be, let's say, two people on Discord call and go, "Hey, you want to play this game?" Yeah. Title for this game, which is the reason I actually
I need a title.
I'll go next, by the way.
Okay. I think I'd make the title 2-in-1. Okay. Sorry if that's like corny, but
no, man, that works.
That's a good title.
Okay, so mine.
I literally have no idea.
So my game, it's called Rat Pack. So you have a group of rats, and you can upgrade your rats. Like you give your rats flamethrowers, and you could give them spears, and you could train them. It's like I've trained my rats to jump, and then you can go with other people who's like, yeah, man, your rats can jump, but like mine have like rabies, and they. And it's like you have to combine your rats with this guy's rats with this other guy's rats to make a really good team to fight other people's groups of rats.
Oh, you know what would be kind of cooler? If you're not like if you're just kind of like playing with friends, you're not like fighting like another group. You can basically just be as this like good to defeat like this like these kind of like group, just like these like kind of gang members, like these like just groups of people, and like all you can do is just like. Some people would be like, maybe they're trying to like infiltrate like a certain like building to kill all these people. Basically, some people would be more hard to take down than others.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Imagine if instead of becoming like a group of rats, when you like combine rats with other people, they become like a rat king.
You get like all those like scary things of it's like just a tidal wave of rats, or it's like a rat. Yeah. It's like a collection of rats in like a human form.
Yeah, well, what was that game called? It was like some kind of like game. I can't remember what it was called. But it was
Ratatouille.
No, it was based on this kid. He was able to like
Bad Rats 2.
No, it was something play. I can't remember what it was called. Something like that. It was basically like this. The whole game was basically there was this huge like hordes of rats. And apparently, this one kid was able to control them or something like that. I feel it was more present in the second game than the actual first one. I can't remember what it was called.
Okay. So, what is yours, Jack?
Alright. So, I stole the animal theme from you, Andrew. But I think I would call it, like, Farmhouse Fumble.
Ooh, okay.
So, it's just like it's a generic fighting game, but all of the characters are just, like, different, like, animals you would have on farms. Yeah.
I can see that.
And then that can be, like, I guess, there'd be more variety. You could have, like, large animal fights, which is like sheep, pigs, cows, those kind of things. And you have like
smaller ones, like chickens.
Smaller chickens. I have no idea what else. And you could have like insects.
Duck. You got your ant farm over there.
Yeah, like spiders and cockroaches. And we gotta make the cockroach extremely overpowered.
Your kids that you've accidentally shrunk.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I don't know why my Spotify just randomly went off.
Okay. So
that's pretty good.
Is that it?
To actually make names. Yeah.
Okay. So who is the winner?
I don't know. Was this a
Davis? What was yours again?
Mine was like the time period fighting thing where you and your friends just choose different time periods.
I like that one.
So Davis's time period fighting. Hudson's is 2 players as 1 person. Mine is control group of rats. Jax is control group of farm animals.
It's like a generic fighting game.
I did like Hudson's, but I think now I like Jax more.
Yeah.
Davis is pretty good.
I like Davis's.
I also like Davis's.
Because
that's a tie.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Davis and Jack.
Alright. See what the next genre is.
Alright.
It is building. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Alright.
And we have, let's see, racing. Ooh.
Building and racing.
There's 2 ideas you can do with that.
You can do like speed building.
Track Mania.
I got a good idea.
An idea as well.
Yeah, I got a good one.
First.
Okay, I'll go first. So basically, my idea is basically with this, it's not gonna be the normal like F1 racing, that kind of stuff. Basically, with the kind of racing in this kind of game universe, there's these things basically are just death races. Basically, you and other people will be put into a race, and basically what I have ideas is basically you're able to build your own vehicle to take out other people. And you're also able to build your own traps in your own arena. So basically, you can.
That's similar to my idea.
If you want to kind of go into like a race with like other people, you can basically you can build your own car, be fit out with a bunch of other stuff like spike wheels, flamethrowers, guns, that kind of stuff, or you can have like built traps you can have for your car to deploy out, or if you want to like make an arena for people to race on, you can basically have this arena that basically you can add in your own kind of like traps, stuff to trick people, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Alright.
So who will go
Who's
next?
going next? Jag, I guess you'll go.
My idea is,
It's
similar. It's basically just that, but instead of arenas, it's just tracks. You build the track, and then both of you race on it.
Okay.
That's what kind of it's a track.
I guess I'll go next.
Yeah.
So mine's name is Construction Derby.
Kidding, mine.
Because usually it's like Destruction Derby, but it's Construction Derby. So you just have construction vehicles, and you're trying to build something while like the other people are trying to destroy it.
Oh.
You said construction vehicles, and I instantly thought of like racing construction vehicles.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
You can as well.
Bro, I want to race the crane.
Man, I want to. No, man, I want to race the small cement mixer.
The toy one?
Nah, man, it's like
forklift.
The one that's like on like literally like no wheels. It just sits there spinning. You just roll on that part of it. So you just have all of these construction vehicles, and you're just trying, and it's like you have to build a thing and destroy the other people's things while they're trying to build their thing.
Okay.
Or you could just race it.
That's okay.
For the racing part, I was thinking more time-based in a way. I'm thinking it's sort of online. It can be many different mini games. Like, hey, you have to build this in time. Like, let's say it's asking you to build structure of an ant. However, there's many different materials you need to build it with, and there's different parts of the structure that you need to put on.
So, like, build battle outside of Minecraft, basically?
Sort of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if that's not an original.
No,
it's fine. That's original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least it isn't
many
just
different
build battle.
And there's many different. There could be different mini games to it. Like maybe there could be a destruction event where every 10 seconds, one random or two random spots would be obliterated, and you have to rebuild those in time.
Yeah.
Or it could just be.
I got
a sandbox mode.
I got like a cool idea for yours, Hudson. Maybe like for one mini game, it's like you basically are building, but there's stuff that could possibly destroy your thing.
Yeah.
And you have to basically build something to protect your building, basically, but to protect it from the thing that's going to possibly destroy it. That'd be a pretty cool one. All right, so we got one.
Yep.
I like yours, Andrew. Yours is probably the best one.
Okay.
I like Andrew's too.
I like Andrew's.
So Andrew went. It was one of the best you choose for.
I like Hudson's.
Yeah, I think this is pretty good.
Cause
I feel like the one me and Jag get. Me and Jag are pretty generic. I feel.
Yeah. Just death race on car track.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one.
Alright, so that's
been like 4 rounds.
Tie up 2.
Wait, 1, 2.
We got
3.
Relaxing. Okay. Relaxing first-person shooter.
Relaxing action.
I can see relaxing action. I can see that working.
Action. That's
fighting.
Relaxing fighting.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I got a perfect one. I got a pretty funny one. I gotta think a bit more about it though. Relaxing fighting.
Okay, relaxing fighting.
I
got an idea.
Alright. I'll let you go first, Jack.
This is less relaxing and more boring, which can be kind of the same, sort of.
Yeah.
Y'all know The Longing?
Yeah.
The Longing?
Yeah, it's that game that takes like 400 days to complete.
Oh, yeah.
That, but a fighting game.
Oh.
So it's a fighting game, but everything's like super slow and takes like you input a move. It could be like a...
So it's kind of like your only move is hustle, but it's really long. For
yes. Yomi Hustle, except you have to wait for the entire timer before you make your moves. But it'd be better as like a turn-based fighting game.
Okay.
So it could be like, but then you could stretch it out, like you could play it with someone, stretch it over like a month.
Alright. The idea I had was basically just like it's basically just ASMR fighting.
Oh no!
Basically, just every time you like pull off a move, it would just go slow mo. It would just kind of go slow mo and hit the person. It would just be like a close up.
Wait,
you see all the ripple. You would just hear like the sound of like the
David
hitting. What?
POV, you're getting beat up in the back alleyway. ASMR.
Yes.
Yeah. And basically, like the whole thing is just like when you find someone, like every time you like punch or like hit, it would like zoom in. And the impact, it would just like show like the ripple, and also you just kind of hear like the sound of it hitting.
You want to know the relaxing fighting game?
POV, you start fight with a gang, and you just have second thoughts.
I never felt more relaxed than when I play Ultra Kill.
Honestly, I feel a lot relaxed playing Blade Sorcery.
Okay, so Hudson, do you want to go?
Or... I think I might have an idea. But if you want to go first, then...
No, you go first.
Do you have an idea, Andrew?
I'm thinking...
I do have an idea.
Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you just start off as a normal guy, right?
Yeah.
You're trying to have a relaxing day on the beach. However, every day it's going to be more difficult to have a relaxing time on the beach. You need to have a relaxing time for at least maybe 5 minutes. However, each day is going to get harder. There's going to be major disruptions. For example, there's going to be someone just trash talking you, and you can choose whether you want to solve that peacefully or you can just fight them. Second thing, someone kicks down your beach umbrella. You fight them, and every problem solved. So
you just beat up everything that you dislike.
You just keep going until like. Just keep going.
You can't be relaxed until everything that was disrupted is back to normal.
There's just like some guy with like who's just out on the beach.
Yeah, just talking to someone's phone. I like the thing. You just see a close up of a guy. He's just on his phone talking to his mom or something. You see in the background, Hudson's character just gets up at. Doesn't even just stand it over. He literally just leans up forward.
I'm imagining like a Yakuza character.
No,
just slowly get out of their beach chair.
Slowly levitates toward him.
Yes, and here's the thing: there can also be, let's say,
You don't
what was I about to say?
I don't know.
Anyway, go on, Andrew.
I like the thing. It's just for the first few rounds, it's just you actually have an option to talk it out. But then the more he goes on, the more it's just that option just appears. It's fuck it,
going back.
Fight.
Not, and you could what you could do is have some really cool starting thing. It's there's a guy who's out there with a metal detector. He finds something. It's just your fist coming up at him, and you punch him.
Yes, you can set up many types of ways to hurt people.
Okay,
they ruin your relaxing day on the beach.
I love finding various ways to hurt people.
Okay, so my game's name is Fight with the Flow. So it's a fighting game where you punch a lot of people, and everything just goes really smoothly, and it's it just looks really nice.
I thought it was gonna be I thought from the title. It sounded like it was gonna be it was gonna kind of be like Beat Saber, but it's fighting. Every time you hit, it goes with the beat.
I'm pretty sure there is just a boxing game that is just that.
There is just a demon fighting game that is basically just that I've seen.
But it's you're just in you could be in any situation. It's some guy's about to slap you. You just dodge his attack, then you then you make him flip over a table, then another guy comes up behind you, then it's just this nice thing of everything moving smoothly.
Okay, sounds very good.
Okay, so
I like Hudson's.
Yeah, I like Hudson's. Jack.
Yeah, Jack. Yeah. All right, Hudson. What would you choose?
I'd say probably Andrews.
I will say my first thought I had for Rise of Fire. I don't know why. I immediately thought it was just. I just thought to this idea, just it's just these two guys. They're just fast asleep. They're just asleep, but they're just still fighting each other. They just be lying on the ground and they just still be punching each other.
We're at 52 minutes.
Alright. Man, that was fast. Alright.
I think we do one more round.
Okay, let's do one more, but we do 4.
Right. What about this? Let's do one more round where with the actual genres, we'll do 4, I guess, this time. And the next round, I guess we just make up a game, I guess.
Okay.
Just two, you can choose 2 of the genres that's on the wheel on your own and just kind of make something out of that.
Alright. Title for my game, probably Peace or Fury. I don't
know. Don't forget. We're going to do another one with genres.
Alright.
So we got action.
Action.
So this is 4 genres?
Yeah, 4 genres. So we're doing 4 this time, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright, so that's 1. So
second
action.
Genre.
Violent. Okay.
Okay. So those can make a good combination.
So action is violent.
And then we just get the 2 complete opposites.
FPS. Oh.
Sandbox.
Sandbox.
Okay. So action, violent, sandbox.
Action, violent, sandbox. This sounds familiar already.
And
FPS.
Stealth.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
This is
action,
very tricky.
Action, violence, sandbox, stealth. Okay. It'll probably take me a bit more to think of.
This is gonna. Oh boy.
Okay, I got that. I got an idea.
I think I got one too.
Yeah, I got a good one.
Might have one.
Yeah, I'll go first. So basically, the idea I have for this one is kind of it's basically kind of It's basically a normal kind of stealth game, but it kind of involves similar aspects to both that of Assassin's Creed and that of GTA, kind of, where you can use like modern day weaponry, but you can also do kind of stuff similar to Assassin's Creed, like hide around corner, kind of like hide in certain places, use different kind of gadgets and stuff. And if you want, you could add multiple people and still have a full-on like stealth system work. And sometimes, and you can also, if you want, make your own kind of course, or you can just try to do time trials to try to take out as much people as fast as possible, or just try out different weapons and that kind of stuff, and just kind of like any kind of map you can choose from, basically.
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Do any of y'all want to?
I want to go.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go. You can go.
Okay. So I was thinking, like, for the sandbox portion,
yeah,
it could be like a player makes their like arena. So it's like you open up like a menu and then you like select other players' arenas to try out. So you can make your own arena, and then it's a stealth game where you have to take down all the enemies, but it's true stealth basically.
Yeah.
So you can't get caught at all.
Yeah.
And that's kind of it. It could just be very violent.
Okay.
I'll go next.
So
the name of mine is Take 'em Down, and it's just randomly generated environments, and there's you have like a ton of things at your disposal. So it's like you could use like maybe a knife and like secretly take them down, or you could use a gun and shoot them from far away. Or there will also be like just really silly things. It's like, okay, so it's a chainsaw, but it's got a silencer on it, so they don't hear it. Or it could be like, it's just like a snowball, but it like knocks them really far. And so you just have like this inventory of like just everything at your disposal. And it's like, you can make distractions to get like a group of people over the one place, or you could like make things like you could set up like a Rube Goldberg contraption.
Okay. Hudson.
Okay, so in a way, I sort of thought of Hello Neighbor for stealth.
Yeah.
But in terms of sandbox, I'm thinking you don't play the game until you make the house and you guard it securely. Like maybe you could have like 2 security guards on the outside, maybe 1 on the inside. The main objective for you is to break in and steal the valuable diamond. But as you go in, as you know, with the security guards, it's going to be difficult. So you need to find a way to break in, either without being noticed or without being reported. And after you steal the diamond, try to destroy as much property inside the house as you can as possible. Okay. And depending on how much the property was worth before it was destroyed, that adds to your points. But I couldn't really think of anything in the sandbox.
I don't know why. You say like the thing of like stealing the jewelry and then just breaking as much property as possible. Yeah, I don't know why. That reminds me of Tear Down. Sounds very similar. Okay, that was pretty good. Alright, so Jai, what was your idea again?
It was the like you make your own arena and then like other people try to like stealth through it and kill everything.
I like Andrews to kind of just like be able to have like actual like be able to do like actual normal stuff. Then you just have like just stupid stuff as well. It reminds me of Hitman.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought of. Yeah, since I did recently play Hitman.
I was thinking like kind of Blade and Sword Train, just kind of like having multiple people possibly working together as well.
I like
Jack's
idea.
The second boss.
What do you like, Jack?
I like Andrews.
Okay, so Andrew wins that one.
Wait, Andrew, what do you like?
You know, I like the Hello Neighbor thing.
Okay.
Okay, now this is the choose 2 of anything that you want.
You just gotta choose. You just choose 2 of any genre and just come up with your own game.
Actually, I have an idea.
I have an actual really good one, but I gotta figure which one it fits.
Oh, I already have mine basically.
Yeah, I basically got mine. Jack, I'll let you choose yours. You can't, by the way, just use as many of the genres as you need. You can use more than 2 if you like. Right now I have basically 3. You got yours, Jack?
No idea.
Just kind of pick more, 2 or more genres, and just kind of come up with your own game.
Medieval horror. Alright.
Okay,
Davis, you put sports on there twice.
I did. I felt like I put something in twice. Don't worry about it, but no one used it.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, I guess I'll go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one I would like to call. This is the title I made for this one. I call this one SCP. Search, capture, protect. Basically, this is the story with this is basically after one of the SCP foundations had a containment breach. Some entities had escaped facility, are now just kind of out in the world. You or your friends can work together to basically you or your friends can join into a group, find a case file on a certain SCP, go out and search for that SCP. It's kind of like Phasmophobia. You have a case file showing like what kind of procedures you need to do to kind of go to find it and capture it. Basically, the genres I have are multiplayer, horror, and strategy. The reason why search is to search for because when you first load in, you have to search where the entity can be found. It'd be in a very short map, very small map. You just gotta find it. It could be a couple buildings, could be the woods, could be a sewer. You gotta search, and you gotta if you find it, you gotta follow the procedures to capture it and protect. Basically, when you capture the entity and put it in a transportation kind of thing, I think they're called the Chaos Control Unit, I think, in SCP lore.
Chaos Insurgency?
What?
Chaos Insurgency?
Yeah, no. Basically, as soon as you capture the SCP, those guys will come in and try to steal the entity from you, and you better try and survive, take them out, and protect the anomaly, take it back to the containment facility. That's basically my game.
Could I go?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
So what was your genres?
I'll try to use 3, if that's okay.
That doesn't matter. You choose as many as you want.
Stealth, VR, and... Hang on, wait. Stealth, VR, survival.
Okay.
I'm thinking for this one, this is more of just a simulator. It's just one game. You're in the woods, and you're trying to hide from an entity. I can't really think of one, but...
Just like a creature.
Yeah. And you need to hide from it to survive for as long as you can. And you can just, try to break a world record. And in order to go to that spot, you need to look around and tap the little VR controller thingamajig, to hide there. However, if you hide in that spot for too long, he'll eventually notice you. So you need to switch your hiding spot every time and basically last as long as you can without being caught. And I'll name this...
Seek.
Sure, yeah, Seek.
Okay, Jack, I'll let you go.
Alright, so... This game, obviously, since I'm medieval and horror, it all takes place in the medieval time period. And then, so, the entire world goes dark for a day. And then you're being hunted by the darkness itself. So it's like a
Don't Starve Together.
Think of it like Don't Starve Together, where you're gonna have some like there'll be some like tasks to complete, but you'll have to like manage your life and make sure you stay safe. And then maybe it could be like an actual creature tries to mess with you. Really depends if the game feels too easy.
Or just paranoia.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it could be paranoia.
Everybody's just trying to survive the 24 hours, basically.
Yes. And then every in-game hour, it'll do like a really ominous clock tick sound.
Okay.
Alright. So it's pretty cool.
Okay.
Andrew.
Okay, so my categories are racing, funny, sports, strategy, medieval, sci-fi, action, RPG, sandbox.
It's all of them.
Okay, and the name is Rubber Duck Racing Ultra Extreme 5 Feathers of Fire Royale DX featuring Dante from Devil May Cry with new funky mode and Knuckles, code inside. And it's this, so all it is you race rubber ducks against other people, and there's like a ton of stats. You got like aerodynamics, you got rubber quality, you got like air
so it's extremely realistic.
Yes. But the thing is, none of the stats matter. It's all just a physics engine that just drops them in. And you could have, like, the best player in the world with all max stats, with, like, everything, versus a level 1 guy. And the level 1 guy could win because the physics engine, like, blasted him because, like, it has terrible physics.
So it's basically just, like, misleading, basically.
Yeah. And also, there will be very stupid ducks, like, it's just...
Plastic Duck Simulator.
Yeah, basically like that, but it's racing. And, like, and there will be, like, a ton of reference characters. But they're all just, like, really far in the background, and it's, like, a really bad PNG.
No, they're just in the audience.
But and also, it's, like, everything is, like, RTX, basically.
Like everything's RTX, but the actual like reference characters are just PNGs.
Yep. I have a question.
Just poorly drawn PNGs.
Is that part where the featuring Dante parts comes in?
And also funky mode and Knuckles as well.
Yeah.
And the sandbox part is you can make your own course and you can put in your own terrible PNG of characters.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
So,
Andrew, you know what would be perfect for like a round you can do? It's just next bots. No, just next bots.
And
you just create like a PNG, just have to chase you around, and you gotta survive.
And also, it is on every platform that you can make it for.
Okay.
So here's my question to you, Sharks. Would you like to give me $5,000 for 1% in Rubber Duck Racing Ultra Extreme 5 Feathers of Fire Royale DX featuring Dante from Devil May Cry with new funky mode and Knuckles? Codes inside.
Did you write that down?
Did you write
that down?
I did not write that down.
I was like, there's no way you remember that name.
I mean, he did.
I don't think I remember. I don't remember.
Oh no, I did write down I did write down Rubber Duck Racing because I had a notepad up this whole time, just like
I know
writing down the genres, the name of my game, like some things about it, and then also who won and a brief summary type thing of what they did. Yeah. So, who wins?
I like Jax. I like Jax a lot. So I like the idea of it just kind of being like you just kind of in this medieval time period. You're trying to survive, and you're basically just trying to survive a creature you can basically literally cannot see. It's just kind of like
that idea too.
And you're literally only surviving off a light source.
Yeah,
I like Andrews just because it's funny.
Yeah,
you had the funny genre, right? I didn't hear.
Yes, yeah, I had racing, funny, sports, strategy, medieval, sci-fi, action, RPG, sandbox, and I did think about throwing in like visual novel.
So, which one did you choose, Andrew?
So, what was yours, Davis?
Mine was like the SCP capturing multiplayer game.
And Hudson, what was yours?
Mine was like the VR simulation game where you're like in the woods and you're trying to hide from vicinity, and just try to break a world record of how long you can.
Yeah, it's kind of like a sandbox, just try to like survive the longest.
Yeah. I like the SCP game.
Yeah.
Okay,
but,
so
like I had thought like when I first came with the idea of this game, I had come up with that. I'm like, oh, that would be really cool. Like a Phasmophobia like game of just trying to capture like different other SCPs, and you have to like go off of like these. Off you have like these kind of guidelines of like how you're supposed to catch it.
It'd be really cool if that did like they just didn't do any of the popular SCPs because those are so overdone.
I feel like you would probably do is just like it would be like a rarity to have like the popular ones.
Yeah.
But you can't get 173 or 096. I think those are the two.
Yo, can you go capture this book that just says slurs, and it changes specifically based on who opens it? Thanks, man.
So wait, what are the scores rounded up?
I think.
What are the scores rounded up to 10?
So I think. So hold on.
So
who won?
Okay, so Jack.
Hold on. Like, who won for this round? I think it's a 4-way tie.
Wait, okay, Jack, who did you vote for?
No, I think I voted for...
You voted for Andrew. I voted for yours. I think Hudson voted for yours. Yeah, I think Jack won that one.
Okay.
I think, because Hudson voted for Jack's, and Andrew, you voted for mine.
Yeah. Okay, let me do some tallying real quick.
Alright.
Okay, so...
How many rounds was that? That was...
Yeah, let me look.
That was like 5 or 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7...
So 7.
8, 9. 9 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, I'm getting the points. So...
By the way, if anyone who's won this video, if you like these ideas, if you want to make this up, just go ahead and do it. Just credit us, though.
Credit us.
You know, probably no one who's watching us is gonna watch. I know any games that is gonna watch this video, but if you do, at least try it out. At least try to see if any of these ideas would be cool to do.
Please let us know if you make one of our ideas.
Please let us see these games come to life. Please.
Okay, so I think I have 3 points. Hudson has 1.
And just really like using all of his brain cells.
I think
all 2 of them.
I think with how Andrew's doing it, he's more like based on like how many points each, like how many votes Dolan got for like each round, and he's just adding them all together.
No, I literally just have winner, and then I just put one of our names, and I'm just counting that, and I have it as all of this is just a really jumbled mess. I think Jack probably won overall.
Yeah, most likely. Man, what do you guys think about the game?
Good.
Pretty good.
Good. Maybe one day we'll come back to this. Maybe add more genres in.
Okay, let's see.
Like visual novel.
Yeah, maybe some other ones. We'll go through Steam, and possibly whoever listens to this podcast, maybe you can add some suggestions in the comments.
Visual novel FPS.
4. So Jack wins by 1 point. Jack has 4. I have 3. Hudson has 2, and Davis has 1.
All right.
So that's it.
Yep.
All right.
Yippee!
Yay! Have a good night, day, afternoon, or whatever, and what should they lather themselves in? Okay, go lather yourself in butter.